What's up, people of YouTube? I'm Karsatowski, and welcome back to the Karsatowski Creatures YouTube channel. So I've been setting a bunch of trail cameras lately, kind of preparing for the late fall, early winter season to try to figure out what kind of animals are coming around my property and what animals I can eventually trap. So I guess stay tuned for a few of those videos coming out. But in the meantime, I'm going to be taking a look at a bunch of weird and very interesting trail camera videos that you might have nightmares about tonight, so I'd be careful about that.
Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Dumped In Archive. You might have thought at one point that trail cameras were cool.
They are
wonder
cool.
What animals do when we're not around. Perhaps you imagine that the world could be watched the way you'd watch a Discovery Channel documentary or an Animal Planet
somewhat
show.
Similar.
But if you are any of these 10 people,
where did he get that emblem? Where did he get that jacket from?
Never erase from your memory. Here are 10 weird trail cam photos that will haunt you.
Oh.
But before we get started, why not become an archivist today by clicking that subscribe button and notification
I might just do that,
so you don't miss out on any
so I could do
future
more
uploads.
commentary.
If you end up enjoying this video, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. Walking Scarecrow.
Walking
If you saw
Scarecrow.
this while going through your trail cam, you would almost certainly think one of two things.
A ghost.
One, a scarecrow detached
No,
from the pole
that does
he was
not look
placed
like a
on,
scarecrow at
maybe
all.
on his way to see the wizard.
No, it just looks
Or
like a
two,
raggedy
that
ghost
you're on
girl.
a very wooded version of Elm Street.
No.
There's no explanation.
It's
that
just a
makes
ghost.
human-looking
It has
figure
no
with a
arms
weird
either and has
hat
one leg.
running through the woods normal.
That's all it is.
Number 9. This kid. This may be a sleepwalking child who
Yeah.
happened to misplace
That's
his
more
bed.
like a ghost to me.
But to me, he'll always be the scariest child I've ever encountered in person or
Okay.
on camera. His bright eyes caught by the night vision, his misplaced look of don't care that I'm all alone in the woods in the middle of the night. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Also,
barefoot. Yeah,
why
he's
does he look
probably
like he's so
sleepwalking,
purposely
I
in
would
the
say.
middle of the shot, and 2 seconds later, he's way too close to the lens.
Oh, daddy gum.
This is real life horror, my friends. Number 8, deer on deer. It's not hard to guess what happened here, but
They're
it seems
fighting.
like the camera
During
caught
mating
the
season.
aftermath and not
Oh
the
my
actual
gosh,
altercation
look at
itself.
that.
So we
That
can't
deer
say
is
for sure.
thick.
Maybe the
He's
deer
strong
woke
enough
up
to
like
rip
that,
his entire
totally
head off of his
unaware of
body.
how
Man, he really
frightening they
wanted his
look.
girl that
We'll leave
badly.
it to the lawyer to tell us why in court. For now, the
Oh
evidence
my
is not
gosh.
just incriminating,
Oh.
it's downright terrifying.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Number 7.
He's gonna have to live with
Coyote
that for the
Girl.
rest of his life, too.
If I didn't know any better, I would definitely look at this photo and come to the following conclusion. The coyote came to the girls saying they found something strange in the woods. The girl, who lives in the woods with the coyote and the
There we
rest
go.
of its pack, comes along and takes a look. They chat about it.
So they've got
She
2
comes
photos
closer,
of it.
points and says, "It's just a camera," and they go back into the woods to live their lives. Given that none of this is actually possible,
It could just be
what
her
in
pet.
dog's name is happening in this photo?
Yeah, probably just a pet.
Number 6.
Or
Middle
maybe
of the
cropped
night
it.
Children. I think one of the scariest parts of having cameras record things in the middle of the night is anytime a child makes an appearance. It's like seeing a school teacher at the mall. They just don't belong there.
I don't
And they
know
need
about
to go
that.
back to
I
their
mean, if the
natural
teacher's dressed
habitat
up to be
and
in
out of
school,
my
yeah, that'd be
brain,
weird,
which
but
is inevitably going to ask a million questions.
a
In
million
this photo
questions.
particularly, I wonder which
Staring
of these
at a
two
deer.
should be more afraid. The girl that looks like a tiny demon who's about to destroy that
She
deer,
doesn't look
or
like
the
a tiny
deer who
demon.
looks
It's just
like
a
it
girl
could
who
put his
found a
antlers through the girl like a pin
8-point
cushion.
buck in the woods.
Either way, don't show me how it ends. Number 5. Ontario Aliens.
What about
A
that?
man in Petawawa, Ontario, said they've been
Petawawa.
experiencing strange activity on their baby monitors and seeing green orbs, which under any circumstances
Okay.
would just be a bunch of countryside lack of entertainment. Until, of course, someone documents something that is just hard to deny. Nothing like a good trail cam to take photos in 1 second bursts to capture a good
Yeah, that's
spaceship
just some
and
kind
a
of reflection.
spaceman. According to the owner of the camp, the two photos were actually taken a second apart. This is the first trail cam
just
shot
kind
on
of
the list
lighting
that
stuff.
I'm not against putting up on
Because
my
when the sun is directly in front of my camera, it like makes it look really weird. Kind of looks like a smash ball.
Deer were
it's hard to explain, just shadow of the sun.
They're sweet and dainty, and oh my gosh, what is that?
Wow, what
happened to Bambi?
That deer got into an altercation with another deer fighting, or he just got shot in the head.
This camera is out trying to traumatize us, and I will never unsee this.
Wow, I'm not sure if I can show that on YouTube or not.
Is that it can't just wipe its own eyes.
We'll find out, I
deer
guess.
limbs don't work like that. I guess if you asked him, though,
it's not as bad as a deer.
You should see the other deer.
Yeah, well,
Number
the one
3,
before, yeah.
Deer girl?
Not as bad as that one.
Is that you? Now all these kids out here in the middle of the night with wild animals are starting to look staged.
That could potentially be cropped. I mean, it definitely is possible. People kind of do that sometimes.
How are they getting all these shots? And
but then again, it could just be
some sort of
just tame deer.
Market for pictures of children with wild animals. There's a lot of crazy out there, folks. Number 2, mental break. Almost any of the photos on this list I can live with, except this one. If I were checking my footage from my trail cam at night, alone at my desk on my computer, and I see this, then that's it.
Dadgum. That's probably a guy who just stepped in something in the woods in his underwear.
Getting into the fetal position.
Like, I don't know, maybe he stepped in a beehive or something.
Deranged, out of his mind, and he's in the middle of the woods.
Or he's probably calling for somebody.
Story is here? If it's bad, don't tell me. Okay, you can tell me your version of this in the comments. Number 1, the deer and the demon. Okay, after what we've seen deer do on this list, I have to say, I don't feel that bad for it.
He's jumping.
That being said,
somewhere.
Whatever is chasing this deer has got to be more than a weird angle
or
optical illusion. Otherwise, why is the deer so clear?
Okay, that has to be Photoshopped. It's just too perfect.
I am quite sure
it's absolutely just too perfect. It is relatively easy to Photoshop some of these
But if
things.
I owned that trail cam, I'd be running for the hills.
If I own that trail camera, it's a lighting issue.
We may be at the trail end of this video, but we're
oh my
certainly
goodness.
glad you
okay, come on, slow computer. Come on.
Be sure to subscribe.
No, I think I'm going to pass on subscribing to that channel. Channels like these can be weird. I mean, some of them could fabricate stuff like that to get views. I think this is one of them. Like, the really interesting one on there was definitely that one buck that had the other buck's head locked onto it. He's going to have to live with that for pretty much the rest of his life. Now that one was probably the craziest trail cam picture I've seen in a long time, but all the rest of them were just bad lighting and have to be cropped in some way. But I've seen a lot more scarier than those. But I don't know, that one buck with the buck's head attached to it, that one may give you nightmares tonight. Let me know in the comments if it actually does. Well, anyway guys, so if this is for some reason your first time stumbling across my channel, then give this video a like if you've enjoyed my video. Anyway, so for those of you who are not subscribed, be sure that you are subscribed to this channel so that you will never miss any of my videos. So, I'm Karsatowski, and keep watching my content, and I will see you in that next video. See ya.